Celtic Frost Boy Band. Hell yeah, I was at that.
Oh, are these? Did you go to all these shows?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, most of them I played. You know, most of these are bands that I did.
Electric Banana.
Yeah, a lot of these are Electric Banana. Yeah, here's Circus of Death with Scream from DC. That's when Dave Grohl was in Scream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't have my crystal ball, so I couldn't be like, dude, you're gonna be fucking huge someday.
You remember all of them?
Most. Some. Now most of them I do. I mean, yeah. I was just talking about Dr. No the other day. Did you know that that was Brandon Kreuzen? And if you don't know who Brandon Kreuzen was, he was the child star on The Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Okay. Haven't thought about that in a little bit.
Yeah. He ended up being the front man for Dr. No. Now here's one that I was not at this. Somebody gave me this. This happened while I didn't live here. But the Bank was a well-known joint in, I believe, Akron. But the Bizarros were pretty well-known. But Tripod Jimmi, I think they're from Kent, and they're on the Peace Com. Drop the A-bomb. You do it twice. Yeah, a couple of these I was not at, but for the most part, I was.
Tate Acid Bath.
Oh, that was the Great Midwestern Underground Music Festival. Oh my God, that was what a piece of fucking shit show that was.
For a band, $6.
Yeah, and if you were to go back in time and double check the date. So Saturday, June 18th, wherever it falls, that was the Father's Day weekend that year. And the dude that hosted this put us up. That was part of the deal. He was going to put us up food and showers. So he takes us back to his house where we meet his mail order bride who doesn't speak English. She made us some food, and then we got kicked out of the house. Literally, I mean, we were being kicked physically by the guy's father in the morning. We didn't realize it was his parents' house, and it was Father's Day, and he didn't know that his kid was bringing home all these asshole hardcore kids to stay in their living room, and he threw us out in the AM early after playing a show the night before. So then showers were off the table, but it was in Racine, Wisconsin. So the solution to that was, now this is early, mid-June, so it's not like summer yet.
Yeah.
So we drive to the shores of Lake Michigan, where he invites us to go ahead and just jump in the lake and bathe that way. So that's how that awesome show went. And then the final kick in the sack from that deal was that Ron had this really, really fucking cool leather jacket that had been his father's, who had passed away. And Ron left it at this guy's house.
Oh, for good? He left it there?
Called, wrote letters, offered to send money for shipping everything. Please send that, that code is, particularly important. Oh yeah, I'll send it down. Never sent it back. So then on top of it, somewhere we have another flyer for the show, and the guy, he has hearts on here, but he decided, and you can see this skull with this do-rag on. He called himself the Love Pirate, and it was Love Pirate Productions. So we always tease Ron about the Love Pirate stealing his jackets.
Boy, Half-Life Eviction, Sacred Hate at the Penguin Pub. Wow.
Yeah, how about that? And Todd from Eviction. He's still rocking. He's got that band of Cheats.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they play in Youngstown a lot.
So what year was like the Circus of Death?
The band formed in the end of 85 into 86.
Okay.
Yeah. This was our debut show, January 27th. That would have been in 86. And we played with the Descendents.
Oh man.
And then we played with the Descendents again. Somewhere.
And Half-Life is all over the place.
They were
so
Pittsburgh
familiar
band.
to me.
Yep,
Okay,
Pittsburgh
okay.
band. Yep. Yeah, they were like kind of like the scene anchor band.
Gotcha, because they were on a lot of shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's that Descendants Half-Life Circus.
Well, that's the same.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
the same one. It's just a different flyer. But we played with them, so somewhere there's going to be another Circus of Death with the Descendants flyer somewhere on here. This is a good one here. Circus of Death with Government Issue. That was fucking cool. This one, I didn't play on this show, but Dag Nasty. That was one of the dudes from Minor Threat, and Minor Threat had just recently broken up, so that was still, that was kind of, a big deal.
That's neat.
And then of course this is like important because this was Sacred Hate at CBGB's,
Oh yeah.
which that was sort of a big deal that we got to do that.
And then Sacred Hate, what was the years of that again?
Well, we got together and Rick and I started writing songs in his trailer in like 80, boy, I would say late 86, early 87. Because we were already a fully formed and rehearsing band in 87, and then we had, you know, our gear stolen. I think I told you about that before. So we didn't really play any shows until, I believe, well, that first show that, wherever the hell it is here, the thing we did with, this, Corrosion of Conformity, that was in August.
Hyper as Hell was on that bill too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Acid for breakfast. Yeah. Although we changed it to A for B for the flyer because they thought that it might be off-putting.
Parents are getting mad.
Yeah, they don't want their kids going to it. But go ahead and go see Sacred Hate and Corrosion of Conformity and Hyper as Hell. You know, that's all pretty good. So don't worry. It'll be fine.
Some of those G.G. Allin flyers.
Now, I did not see this show. I mean, I saw G.G. Allin at the, what do you call it, Penguin Pub.
You were at that show, I was not. Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because Nate and I were just talking about that the other day. And it's just like, you know, like when the old hippies talk about Woodstock. You know, if everybody that says they were there was really there, you know.
Yeah, then you wouldn't fit inside that bar. Huh?
Right. Exactly.
I definitely was not there, though.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm like, I remember you being there, and he's like, I remember you being there, and I was like, you were there with Jay Brundage. He goes, right. In fact, Jay, and I didn't remember this, he goes, Jay actually punched Gigi in the face. I'm like, no shit, I didn't even know that, yeah. But he goes, I remember you and Ron just hanging around and just kind of like, I'm like, yeah, because we're like, I've seen enough. We were discussing. We're like, this is stupid, you know. Like we just wanted to drink and see a rock show, and it was like, okay, this is just dumb. Nearly around the same time, but playing with the Kreuzen was cool. But there's this one. This was such an awesome show. Yeah, okay, that was a month before this. This was May, this was June. we got to open up for Laughing Hyenas. That was such a great show up in the Cleveland area. Yeah, that was something, man. John Brannon from Negative Approach, you know, was doing Laughing Hyenas at the time, and it was just, that band just blew my head off. Such a cool band. This was this metal festival over in Pittsburgh, and Warhammer was the production company. All right, featuring Eotrope and Indestructible Noise Command. Do you remember that?
I remember the name.
Yeah. Like, so in the beginning of the day, Death Mass, Betrayal, spelled all weird, Dream Death, Sacred Hate, Sinister, Eviction, Department of Corruption, and then Indestructible Noise Command. And then later, Bastard Squad, Travesty, Necropolis, School of Violence, Eotrope, EAB, Doom Watch, and Sharon Tate's Baby. Yeah, so that was at this place called City Limits outside of Pittsburgh. Well, it's actually in Pittsburgh, but it was way out on the... And I could never figure out, we played a bunch of shows there, and a lot of them were big because it was like this huge, I think it used to be a skating rink. So it was this big, wide open room, and at one end was a stage.
What's the name of the venue again?
It was called City Limits. Wow. In Pittsburgh. Over here in Pittsburgh.
Nice SuperBird up there.
I managed to get 2 of those in here. I always loved this dude, Clay Parker, this artist from Cleveland. Really amazing stuff. But this was a great show. I went to this, John Spencer with the cocktails, and I was just floored by. I love John Spencer.
Come on, let's everybody get up. I want to see the people get together. Come on. Do the monkey now.
But I was floored by the cocktails. Bubblegum stuff from Chicago. Upright bass and tiny little drum kit and saxophones and shit. And they all dressed in suits. And man, it was awesome.
Is that Devo thing that we went to right there?
Oh, that's right. You went to this.
Yeah.
This is
I have
the one.
video of that still.
Do you?
I do.
Oh my God, I'd love
I just
to see
came
that.
across it like
No
2 months
shit.
ago.
Did
yeah.
you shoot it?
I did shoot it.
On what?
High
What was the
8.
form? It was high 8.
Yeah.
All right.
And for all purposes, only people such as yourself can tell the difference. The average spud out there doesn't really know the difference. The one that worked out best was Beautiful World for Target.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. For you. For you.
Of course, they wouldn't let me say, but not for you. It's like, we like you, Devo, but just cut out the irony and make it happy. Go to a happy place, Devo.
This was us. Natural Lizzy.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's funny. I did not realize you shot video at that. That's so cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Let me tell you a story about this. So my friends from Chicago had this band Destroy Everything, which all came out of this whole scene right here. This garbage barge in July was a backyard party that happened in our neighborhood in Downers Grove, Illinois. Those guys became this band much later, after I had been living in Youngstown, you know, like decades later, right? I was still connected to these cats. They came to Youngstown to play at Cedar, and the band I was in at the time, King Mother, which was Josh Roman, Steve Fabian, both those guys on guitars, Ron Gordon, bass, Tim Gilliland, vocal, and me on drums, was King Mother. And this was the first, they came twice to play in Youngstown with us opening. This, I believe, yes, this was the first show they came to play. And BJ Lisco at the time had a magazine that he was writing for, I can't remember the name of it right now, but he wanted to interview us and them. So we all decided to meet at my spot down on Federal. So everybody's there and, you know, kind of getting, you know, ready to go over and play the show. Well, Ron was missing. Ron, the bass player, Ron Gordon, was not showing up. And we're all hanging out, you know, wondering where the fuck he is and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, my phone rings. It's Ron's number showing up, cell phone. I say hello. No, I didn't even say hello. I said, where the fuck are you? And it was some other person's voice entirely. And he go, you Ron's buddy? And I was like, oh my God, my blood just went cold. And I knew right then something horrible had gone wrong, because Ron was trafficking weed at the time on a large scale. Anyway, he had been abducted and robbed over the course of a couple days. So needless to say, we had to cancel the show. We made up a story that Ron had, oh, what the fuck did we say? Not tonsillitis or some shit, like something. He wasn't able to play. He had to go to the hospital. So Destroy Everything played. It was a great show. But King Mother did not play because a couple of us had to go pull Ron out. We found him zip tied in his fucking house, and we had to get him out of there and then put him in hiding because we didn't know who was at, you know, it turned into a fucking heavy scene, you know. So, you know, we had to go with, like, I mean, literally, you know, guns, you know, the whole, it was fucking gross. Yeah, man. And it was funny because BJ, the guy that was doing the magazine, he was convinced it was just because Ron was like on a bender or something and was just not able to.
He wasn't buying it at the moment. Okay.
No, he's like, you know, he doesn't have whatever excuse me made, something that put him in the hospital. I swear it was like something dumb like tonsillitis or something. And but BJ wasn't buying that. He was sure, because even in his article, because it got printed, it was like, you know, Ron didn't show up, the show, they didn't play, and I believe it was something more rock and roll than that. It's like, dude, if you only knew. Because at the time, you know, we couldn't talk about any of that.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, holy crap. Yeah, I mean, you know, Ron, they finally pinched him.
Yeah,
He did his time, and then he died. So, yay. Weed laws.